Between the Greenway Raiders and your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Raiders of Greenway. Starting in goal tonight, senior goaltender number 1, Austin Ennick. At right defense, senior defense, number 8, Dylan Sundquist. And that defense tonight, senior defense, number 17, Michael Chapernia. Starting at right wing tonight, senior winger, number 12, Ben Steele. At left wing tonight, junior winger, number 22, Wesley Johnson. And starting at center, senior center, number 11, Taylor Lance. And the remainder of the Raiders, head coach by Greg Clapton, assisted by Adam Johnson, Mike Pachomick, and Reed Bullock. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender, number 30, Paxton Krisky. And right defense tonight, senior defense, number 10, Nick Bursich. At left defense tonight, senior defense, number 24, Jack Carney. Starting at right wing tonight, senior winger, number 11, Dylan Manson. At left wing tonight, junior winger, number 12, Jared Lee. Starting at center tonight, senior center number 21, Zach DeBoom. And the remainder of your Bluejackets, head coach by Justin Timberland, assisted by Chris Zubich, Kevin Danielson, Aaron Jimnick, and Travis Weber.
And we're about ready to get this one underway from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. In net, senior Paxton Krisky for the Blue Jackets. He's 3-1. Goals against average 1.00. Save percentage just under 94% with a shutout. In nets for Greenway, it's senior Austin Ennick. He's 4-0-0. 2.25 goals against. Save percentage about just under 91%. Blue Jackets have outscored their opponents 5-2 in period number 1. Greenway's outscored their opponents by 8-6 in period number 1. Blue Jackets moving right to left across your dial in their home white uniforms. Trimmed in navy blue with the navy blue breezers, navy blue helmets. Greenway got brand new black jerseys, little green on across the top. Name and green on the back, trimmed in white numerals, black breezers, white helmet. Doug Diedrich, Randy Catron. Glad to have you along. Couple quick games going on tonight. St. Francis is at Duluth Marshall. Duluth East is at Lakeville North. Virginia Mountain and Buell's at Denfeld. Level Gilbert's up in Ely. And Cloquet is at Superior. The girls are in action tonight over in Grand Rapids, taking on the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. And we're about ready to get this one underway. DeBoom will take the draw with Lance. And it's going to be controlled by the Raiders. Sundquist banks it off the boards. It's going to roll all the way down in the Blue Jacket zone. Carney will give chase. No icing. Carney picks it up. He's taken off the play by Lance in the right corner. Now at the right wing half wall, Lance had the puck, rolled off his stick. He'll regain control. Lance pushes it in behind the Blue Jacket net. DeBoom takes a check. Carney checked off the play by Steele. In the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Now the Blue Jackets come away with it. Kearney works it up along the near boards to Lee. Lee, a pass out to center to Madsen. Madsen had it knocked off his stick at neutral by Sundquist. It trickles back into the Blue Jacket zone. Johnson had it momentarily in the left circle, and the Blue Jackets come away with it. Madsen out to center, working across on the right side. Line change, Blue Jackets. Madsen stops in the corner, tries to avoid the Sundquist check. And it's Lamphere knocked off the play near the right wing half wall. Riley Versich in the right corner now, the Raiders zone. Here's Versich, and he can't get the shot off. And you go! Birdsall came in and got the puck between the circles, and Tristan makes it 1-0 for the Blue Jackets. What a thing of beauty, and that's his second of the year for Tristan.
Yeah, that was a great goal by Tristan Birdsall there. It came off the bench, it saw the puck laying there, grabbed it, put it home.
1-0 Blue Jackets on the Birdsall goal. I got so excited I forgot to look at the clock to see the time of the goal. We'll have to find that out from Dan. 1-0 Blue Jackets, picked up now by Sanborn in his own zone.
He's assisted by number 13, Riley Versich. Birdsall from Versich. Time of goal, 1:07.
1:07 was the official time of the goal, icing on Greenway. But just like that, Blue Jackets on top, 1-0. Talk about taking advantage of a mistake.
Yeah, turnover, loose puck laying there, and they make it pay for it. That was a huge goal for the Blue Jackets here early on.
Out to center ice, it's Belich, banked off the right wing boards. He'll go down deep along the end boards with Jensen. Raiders work it up to the left wing half wall, kept alive at the left point. Shot thrown on by Knights is deflected to the far wall. Nick Versich, a shot from the right point, and a stick save by Anik. In behind the net, Trebojevic. Nick Versich keeps it alive, pushes it right back in behind the net. Belich had it momentarily, tried a centering pass, hit the back of the net. Rala out to center. Up to Carlson. Here's Carlson working down the right side. He just got crushed by Lee at the right wing half wall. Raiders pick it up at their own blue line. Sundquist, now Lee battles for the loose puck with Chapertia. Chapertia wins the battle, and it's banked out to neutral ice. Lee picks up the puck. He'll dump it in deep. Blue Jackets give chase. Here's DeBoom. DeBoom goes up in the end boards with Sundquist. DeBoom battling. DeBoom with the puck, left corner. DeBoom spins around. Madsen's tied up. DeBoom tried to get the shot out. Puck loose to the right of Anik. Comes to the left circle. DeBoom to Knife. They'll work it over on the right wing. Wrist shot sails wide from Kubina. At the left wing half wall. 13:50 to go. First period. Lee slapper from the left point. Blocked. And here come the Raiders out to center ice. Fired in and dumped deep by Zulke. Line change Raiders. 13:38 to go. Period number one. Blue Jackets up 1-0. Shot sails wide from the left point off the stick of Jensen. And it's going to be pushed down in the Greenway zone. Line change Blue Jackets. Steele at center. Turns it over. Kubina picks it up. Fires it down deep. Boy, it looks like the Blue Jackets are ready to play today, Randy.
Yeah, they're certainly starting out with a lot of fire here early on.
Unlike we played against Roseau on Saturday, came out just a tad flat, and we paid for it. They look like they're ready for this one. That pass was behind Wesley Johnson. He gets it and dumps it in from center. In behind the net's Kearney. Kearney for the Blue Jackets. Near boards to Versich. He's in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Ridden off the play. Kearney gathers it in. They'll turn over in the left circle, and it jumps off the stick of Trombley. Here's Trombley. Works it over on the right point. Trebojevic. Wrist shot. Blocked in front. And it's going to be cleared away by Birdsall and down the ice. Got an icing coming up on the Blue Jackets with 12.5 to go in our first period. 1-0 Blue Jackets. Shots on goal, 2-0. Face off to the right of Kriske. Belich on the draw. Won by Trombley. Out near the left point. Shots blocked. Belich will go pick it up near the left wing half wall. Now Blago has it. He's checked off the play at the left point. And it'll be pushed into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Carney tried to clear, kept alive by Trebojevic at the right point. Sepala puts it in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. We've got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. Sanborn's going to go off. Probably for a cross check. And it is. And this will come at the 5-minute mark. So power play number 1 coming up for Greenway. Penalty kill 100% for the Blue Jackets. 0 for 11. Meanwhile, power play at 29.6% for Greenway. They have 8 power play goals and 27 opportunities. Out near the blue line, it's Trombley. Trombley just muscled off the play by Carney at the blue line. Here's Lance, tips it down into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Nick Versich goes to get it. He avoids the check from Trombley. Now Versich is just tied up along the end boards, battling with 3 Raiders. The Raiders finally come away with it. They get it out to Chaperdia, right point. Sets it up to the left point to Sundquist. Tried to go low with it. Now with the puck is Lawson. Trombley over on the right wing half wall. That pass is tipped away into the right corner by Nick Versich. Lance trying to dig it loose. Still a minute 12 to go into power play. Lance battling in the left corner with the boom. And then Nick Versich fires it up into the crowd. Minute 3 to go in the power play for Greenway. 11:02 to go, period 1. It's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. And Randy, Greenway is still looking for their first shot of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had a shot. Blue Jackets have done really good coverage. Defensive zone coverage down low has been excellent so far here with the Blue Jackets. First part of this first period here.
Tied up in the left circle. Kept alive at the left point by Chaperdia. Works it to Lance. Back to Chaperdia up high. Right circle, Trombley. Centering pass. They tried to go backdoor to Lance. Knocked away. And backhanded. No, not out. Kept alive by Chaperdia. Trombley cuts in. Nice back check, though, by Cabina to poke it off his stick. But still kept alive and now fired down the ice and right on net. Anik has to make the save. That's about a 190-foot shot. 25 seconds to go in the Greenway power play. Here's Lance, brings it across. Rolls off his stick. He'll regain control in the right corner. In behind the Blue Jacket net. Back out to the blue line. Sets it up now for Sundquist. Over to Chaperdia on the right wing. At the half wall on the right side. Taken out of the play was Johnson. Lance in behind the Blue Jacket net. 4 seconds to go in the power play. And there's a wrist shot sailed high from Sundquist from the left circle. And the Blue Jackets have successfully killed another penalty. They have yet to give up a power play goal at all, and we got offside.
Yeah, no shots on goal in that power play for the Raiders there. So another excellent kill for the Blue Jackets here.
9:51 to go, period 1. Blue Jackets lead 1-0. If you think about it, Randy, that is pretty amazing. The Blue Jackets have now killed off 12 power plays so far this year and have yet to give up a goal. Carney with the puck, carries it across the blue line offside. Face-off, tied up. Blago had a chance to push into the zone. Now it's brought out. It's Rala at center. Jensen trickles to the right wing half wall where it's picked up by Knights. Cross-ice pass to Carney. Then Blago tips it up to Belich. Here's Belich across the blue line. Belich into the right corner. He loses an edge and goes down. Puck's into the left corner where it's grabbed by Patrick Nani. Tried to cycle it back behind the net. The Raiders come away with it. Banked off the boards out the center. Knights fires it back down into the Raiders zone. Trebojevic back to pick it up. Madsen after him. They'll work it around the far side. DeBoom has it. Right wing half wall, tied up with a couple of Raiders. And the Raiders are off the center with the puck. Momentarily, and they knocked it right off. The Blue Jackets did at the blue line. Here's Lee across on the left wing. Lee tried to make a move, and the puck's knocked off his stick. Back out the center, and then DeBoom golfs it down deep. 8:40 to go in period number 1. It's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead on a Birdsall goal. His second of the year. Out the center, Lance. Nice back check by DeBoom. Took him out of the play. Push to the Raider blue line. It's going to be banked out the center by Chaperdia, and then the Blue Jackets poke it right back into the Raider zone. Puck took a weird bounce. Chaperdia has it. He'll go into the left corner to Sundquist. Here's Steele. Cross-ice pass on the left wing. Carried in offside by Johnson. 8:13 to go, period number 1. 1-0 Blue Jackets. Shots on goal, 4-0. On the draw, Lamphere with Lance. Lamphere finally wins the draw. Shipped out to center by Nick Versich and inspired out of play from center ice. We'll have the draw at center, Lance and Lamphere. Now Lee's going to come in and take the draw. Knocked into the Raiders' zone where the Raiders control it. Sundquist tried to work it over to Chaperdia near the right wing half wall. He'll work it up to Johnson, banked off the boards to Lance. Lance trying to get by Nick Versich. Back to Chaperdia, left point. Chaperdia, high slot shot, big left pad save. It only took about 9 minutes, but Greenway finally got a shot on net. Bringing it across is Johnson. Johnson ridden off the play by Cabina. Nick Versich from his left corner tried to get the long pass out to Riley Versich, and it's going to take the angle, and they're going to wave any ice in anyway. Lee battles in behind the net. Lee from the left circle, double team spins around left corner Raider zone. Centering pass out front. Riley Versich was at the back door. There's a shot that's blocked. Puck rolls into the right corner of the Raiders zone. Push in behind, now to the left corner by Riley Versich. Blue Jackets will switch up their line. Potter to Lance. Banked off the right wing boards. Potter gives chase into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Poked away by Nick Versich. Cabina out to center. Ridden off the play at center by Trombley. There's some banging going on now. Lago tips it. He'll give chase. And
that was a hard hit.
Yeah, it was. Trombley just drilled him. And with 6:34 to go, Blago is going to be attended to.
I mean, that was a hard hit. Wow.
Yeah, it was. Looks like Belich is having some words with Jensen.
You could have called a boarding on that one.
Well, I was wondering why they didn't call anything on that.
Wow. Tomberlin wants to talk to him, obviously, on that one.
Well, I would too, yeah. You could definitely have gotten a boarding on that. Blago's sitting up, so hopefully he's all right. Just shaking up on the deal. So with 6:34 to go here in our first period, it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Shots on goal, 4-1. Shots at a premium here right now.
Yeah, they have been.
They continue to look at Reese. He went in there awkwardly too, Randy. That was part of it, is he was kind of losing that edge, and he kind of went into the boards awkwardly on the Trombley check. As they continue to look at Reese Blago, hopefully he's sitting up, so hopefully there's nothing other than maybe being shaken up a little bit or a little sore. But it took Greenway almost 9 minutes to get a shot on net.
Yeah, it was a long stretch there where they didn't have. They had some opportunities early on, but Blue Jackets did really well. Defensive zone coverage was great, and that finally they had an opportunity to get one through there.
There's Reese, and he's going to skate over to the bench. They'll continue to look at him over on the bench. But you know, we've seen this defense from the Blue Jackets when they ramp it up a notch. I mean, the Falls had like 7 shots the whole game. Roseau in period 2 and 3 had a combined 6 shots. So I mean, it's capable for this team to play very well defensively. And when you're not getting a lot of shots, your scoring opportunities go way down.
Right, exactly.
Of a face-off just outside the Greenway defensive zone. Trombley on the draw with the boom. Trombley with the puck. And it's going to be fired down the ice. We should have an icing on Greenway, and we do. 6:26 to go. Face off to the left of Annick. Puck loose, right circle. Knocked to the end boards, fired around by Trebojevic to the left wing half wall, and chipped out by Potter into the Blue Jacket zone. Carney in behind the Blue Jacket net. He'll battle with Flosser. At the left wing half wall, now near the left point, cleared out to center. Fired right back in by Jensen. Lee with the puck, right wing half wall, Blue Jacket zone. Gets it to DeBoom. Tried to work it back to Lee. Lee pushes it into the zone. Lee picks it up, bottom of the left circle. Goes in behind the net. Here's Lee. Come in, shot, sails up high. Knipes pinches down into the left corner to try to keep it alive. It'll be fired around. It'll come out to center. And back to pick it up is Sepala for the Blue Jackets. Sepala, left wing pass. Tried to work it up to DeBoom. Didn't quite connect. With 5:28 to go in period 1, it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead on the Birdsall goal. His second of the year. Trickles into the Blue Jacket zone. Knipes to DeBoom. DeBoom tips it deep. Line change Blue Jackets with 5:15 to go in period 1. Battle along the end boards. Birdsall and Trebojevic. Trebojevic comes away with it. Right corner Raiders zone. And it's pushed all the way down the ice once again for another Greenway icing with 5 minutes exactly to go in period 1. It's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Now, the more you think about it, shots on goal 4-1. How huge is that goal by Birdsall?
Yeah, right now it's looking really huge.
I mean, with the shots being at a premium here.
The last 4 minutes or so, we've only had one shot on goal, I think.
Face off to the left of Annick. Tied up in the circle. Rolls into the right corner. Carlson with it. Zipped around to the left wing half wall. Popped up and out of play. 4:50 to go. First period action. Got a decent crowd on hand. I don't know, I expected a few more, but it's a nice crowd.
Yeah, it is. Tough night too. It's during the week and it's colder, but definitely a pretty decent crowd.
Michael Sullivan will be out on that line with Belich and Patrick Nani as Reese Falago continues to be administered on the bench, but he seems to be moving all right. So jumped out in the Blue Jacket zone. Nick Versich in the right corner along the end boards, gives it to Carney. Carney, left corner. Back in behind the net to Nick Versich. Far side to get it to Patrick Nani. Rolls off his stick. Blue Jackets unable to control. Now Carney pushes it to center and is chipped right back in. Bouncing around now at the Greenway blue line, turned over. Sullivan, he'll dump it in deep as he waited for his teammate to check back up. Carney keeps it alive, right point, and he nets off its mooring with 4:13 to go. Teddy bear toss coming up in between periods.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of kids have the teddy bears ready to go here.
It's the second annual Teddy Bear Toss put on by the Hibbing High School Special Ed Department. All the toys will be delivered to hospitals and local charities to ensure that all kids get a Christmas gift this season. DeBoom had to knock off his stick from right out to Versich at the right point. Puck's loose, right circle, and Lee's shot sails just wide. Knight works it down into the corner, tipped around. Madsen tried to give it back to DeBoom. Now it's near the left wing half wall. Lee keeps it alive, dumps it back down deep to DeBoom in the left corner. DeBoom battles with Lance. Left point, wrist shot from Knights, and another save by Anik. And the Raiders really having a tough time getting anything generated. Taken away at the Blue Jacket blue line by Madsen. Tried to work it over to Versich. He'll bank it off the boards all the way down the ice. Blue Jackets will do a line change on this icing with 3:26 to go. Period 1, 1-0 Blue Jackets on Tristan Birdsall's second goal of the year. Doug Edrick, Randy Cadron bringing the action. Face off to the right of Kriske. Lance with it down in the left corner. At the right wing half wall. Lawson's checked off the play. Lawson regains control. Tried to work it to Lance. Lance, right wing half wall. Tremblay ridden off the play by Sepala. Lawson checked up off the play. Puck in the right circle of the Blue Jacket zone. Right point, Trebojevic gets it down low to Lance, knocked off his stick. Lance, little give and go, Tremblay comes in, and the puck goes just wide of the net. Into the right corner. Sanborn works it up to Riley Versich, to Lamphere. Lamphere ridden off the play at center ice, and it's going to be dumped back into Blue Jacket zone. And the Blue Jackets will just fire it down the ice so they can switch up lines with 2:31 to go. 2:30 now, actually. And it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Faceoff will be back down to the right of Kriske due to the icing. But that was a heads-up play, Randy, as they needed to switch personnel. That line was getting a little gas.
Yeah, those are good icings to take when you got to get new guys out there.
Now they're checking one of the panes of glass. Belich on the draw with Potter. Comes out near the blue line. Trebojevic, right point, wrist shot deflected up and over the net. In behind the Blue Jacket net. Cleared around. And a big hit by Patrick Nani on Jensen. And it's going to roll down for another icing coming up on the Blue Jackets with 2:11 to go in period number 1. A 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Coming up in between periods, we will take a look at game statistics, also check around the area, see some scores. I did notice right before we started the game that Duluth East was on top early against Lakeville North, 1-0. Down near the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Now at the half wall. Lance gets it up high. And a shot put on by Jensen and knocked down with the glove by Kriske. Out to center. Carried across is Madsen. Right circle Madsen. And ridden off the play. Trebojevic avoids a check. They'll work it over to Lance. Far side. Out near the right point. Pushed out to center. Blue Jackets regain control. DeBoom to Madsen. Here's Madsen. He'll backhand it in. Lee gives chase. Line change. Blue Jackets 1:25 to go. There's a shot put up by DeBoom up and over the net. Birdsall gives chase. Cross ice pass on the right wing to Lance. Lance had it roll right to Tremblay. Tremblay has a shot from the top of the right circle. And a nice looking save by Paxton Kriske. Made it look simple.
Yeah, that was nice save there by Paxton.
1:08 to go. Period number 1, Blue Jackets with a 1-0 lead. Shots on goal 4-3 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Chaperdia, right point. Flips it down into the right corner. Pushed around by Potter. Potter gets it back as he's working with Carlson. Carlson comes in, tries to get the shot. Unable to hold the zone with Sundquist. Sundquist calls it to the Blue Jacket blue line. Lamphere pushes into the Raider zone. Out to center, and then the Blue Jackets fire it back in. Under a minute to go in our period, 40 seconds to be exact. Lamphere. Chip to Versich. Here we go. Coming on in. Birdsall shot. And he shoots it high and wide. Birdsall was able to get by the D and grab that puck. Opportunity there was looking at him. Unable to connect. Left wing half wall. In behind the net is Chaperdia. To the left wing half wall. To Potter. Potter checked off the play by Sandborg. 8 seconds to go in the period. At the right wing half wall, it's Steele. Flipped out to center. Oh, and what a check put on. Spencer Potter just got thumped by Sandborn.
Yeah, Sandborn hit him hard. Wow.
And there you go. One period's in the books. The Blue Jackets with a 1-0 lead.
We'll be playing Chuck Putt, and you can also purchase your cups right now at the Country Arena.
We'll take a break, come back with our first intermission. After 1 period of play from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our score, Hibbing Chisholm 1, Greenway 0, and you're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey, and it's right here on 106.3 WMFG. Hibbing Memorial Arena. After 1 period of play, it's a 1-0 lead in favor of the Blue Jackets. Again, shots on goal are at a premium here today. A total of 7 shots through the first 17 minutes. As the Blue Jackets have 4 shots, Greenway has 3. And here comes Greenway out. They'll be moving right to left. I was just looking at the scoring leaders, Randy, and believe it or not, and I didn't realize this, but Taylor Lance of Greenway is tied for second in the state with 10 goals already.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize that he was that high up in scoring in the state here.
Corey Pilarski of North St. Paul has 12 goals. in 7 games. And this must be his line mate, Joe Rubish, has 10 goals in 7 games for North St. Paul. But Ben Myers from Delano is your state point leader at the moment with 23 points on 8 goals and 15 assists. And the Blue Jackets are now out on the ice, and we're about ready to get period number 2 underway. No score now being reported at Mars Lakeview Arena between Duluth Marshall and St. Francis. 57 seconds to go in the second period in Lakeville. Lakeville North with a 3-2 lead over Duluth East. No score being reported from Westman Arena. I take that back. After 1 period of play, it's Cloquet and Superior 0-0. And Crookston and East Grand Forks knotted up at 1 apiece. The reason I bring that up is we'll see Crookston on Friday night.
Yeah, that's some interesting matchups here tonight. Certainly some teams, some games to keep your eye on it for sure.
Blue Jackets have outscored their opponents 4-2 in period number 2. Meanwhile, Greenway has outscored their opponents 9-3 in period number 2. And we're about ready to get this one underway here. After our second annual teddy bear toss.
Yeah, I got the teddy bear toss in again. It was a great cause it goes towards, and it was great to see the people participating with it this year again.
Zach DeBoom will be out there, along with Lee and Madsen. Back on D, Nick Versich and Kearney. Meanwhile, it's going to be Lance Johnson and Steele up front with Chaperdia and Sundquist on D. Blue Jackets control the puck. Knocked back to the Blue Jacket blue line, but quickly up to Madsen. Madsen dumps it down into the left corner. At the left wing half wall, Lee chips it into the left corner. Chaperdia battling with DeBoom. DeBoom got hooked. No call. Yeah, here we go. Power play coming up for the Blue Jackets. 23 seconds into the period. It's going to be a hooking on Lance. So Blue Jackets going on their first power play of the night. Power play for the Blue Jackets, 23.5%, 4 goals on 17 tries. Penalty kill, 86.4%. Greenway's given up 3 goals on 22 penalty kills. Here's Madsen. Out to Lee, high slot, left circle, one-timer. DeBoom hits the pipe and out of play. Face-off will be to the right of Hannon. DeBoom on the draw with Johnson. Nick Versich comes away with the left circle shot, blocked. DeBoom tried a quick wrister, and Lee unable to hold the zone, but it was deflected up into the Hibbing bench. Minute 40 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. DeBoom on the draw with Johnson once again. Blue Jackets come away with the puck. Nick Versich pushes it back to Lee. Lee from his own zone. Johnson knocked it down, and it's going to be fired in deep by Chaperdia. Krisky stops it in behind the net. And now Lee comes away with it from the right corner. Lee working down the left wing. Lee cuts in, backhand, glove save. Anik, he'll hold on.
Yeah, that was a nice save there. Tough play, breakaway, and on the goalie, and Anik did a good job making that save there.
Minute 15 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. Here's Lee, left point, gets it over to Madsen near the right point. Now Lee back up top, left circle. DeBoom Tried to get it in front of the net to Riley Versus. Comes all the way to the right wing wall. Zipped around by Lee into the left corner. DeBoom will pick it up. DeBoom, left circle. Going to leave it for Lee out near the blue line. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Madsen. Back to Lee up top. Slap shot. And that was blocked by Potter. Potter felt that one. Lee's got to go back and pick up the puck. Circles in behind the Blue Jacket net. Lee, cross ice to Madsen. A little bit too far in front, but he's able to push it down. Centering pass up front. Riley versus shots blocked and then knocked down. Trombley tried to turn it, get rid of it. There's a shot by DeBoom and a big right pad save by Aney. Lee kept alive. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Riley versus right wing half wall. Tried to get it out to Lee. Lee pushes it back down into the right corner. Chaperdia zips it around. At the left wing half wall, it's DeBoom. Sets it up for Riley Versus. To Nick. Versus in the left corner. And coming away with the puck now is Riley Versus. Tied up along the end boards behind the net by Chaperdia. Into the right corner. And Madsen ridden off the play as he tried to cut in. Grab that puck in the bottom of the right circle. Lee with it. He's double teamed and taken down. And now here comes a 2-on-1 the other way. Lawson with it, left circle. And tried to recenter it back out front for Carlson. And they're unable to connect. Not much on it anyway. Krisky, easy save. Lee with the puck. Lee just zips it down in the left corner. Giving chase with Kubina. Patrick Nani, right corner. Zips it around to the right wing half wall, and it's going to be fired back down in the Blue Jacket zone. Icing on the Raiders. 13:42 to go. Period 2, 1-0 Blue Jackets.
Well, so far so good. Both teams playing very defensively. Defensively. Defensively been very good, but disciplined hockey for both teams as well. They only one period, one penalty on both teams here so far.
Face off to the left of Vanek. In behind the Raider net. Grabbed by Steele. Steele works it over on the left side to Boyovich. Now at the right wing half wall, Johnson. Johnson taking a check from Lamphere. Trying to dig it loose is Belich. Puck loose in the circle and is grabbed by Lance. Up to Johnson. Johnson out to center. Loses it, but right to Steele. Back to Johnson. Here comes Johnson. Tries to get by the D. Rolls off his stick to the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone. Sanborn ties him up in the corner. Sanborn will come away with it. Can't clear. Right point. Shots blocked. Hit traffic. Johnson's shot hits traffic from the slot. Rolls into the left corner. Blue Jackets still unable to clear. Here's a wrist shot. Right in front of the net was Lance. No defender on him. Took a whack at it and missed. Dumped down in. Icing on the Blue Jackets with 12:42 to go in period 2. 1-0. Blue Jacket lead. Shots on goal, 8-5. Face off to the left to Krisky. In behind the Blue Jacket net, Versic will put it in the right corner. Knipes with it. His pass, tried to get it out. It was deflected, but went right to Lee, who will dump it in deep. Right corner of the Raiders zone. DeBoom battling for it. Madsen battling for it. Trying to dig it loose is Zulke. And coming away with it was Jensen. Out near the left point. Knipes keeps it alive. Knipes battling down near the left corner. There's a big hit by Lee. And the Raiders, Jensen. Whipped out the center to Zulke. Knocked off his stick. Trying to carry it out of the zone was Chaperdia. Loose puck gathered in. Carried into the Blue Jacket zone. Knipes has it left circle. Throws it out to Lee at center. Here comes Lee. He's got some help. He's got DeBoom on his right. And a pass is too far in front of DeBoom. DeBoom dumps it down deep. Blue Jackets will do a line change as Lee gives chase. Flipped out to neutral ice. Knipes takes a poke at it. Then he'll bank it off the right wing forward. At center, grabbed by Jensen and dumped into the Blue Jacket zone. Kearney in the left corner. Battles for the puck. Coming away with that puck is Carlson. Out to the left point, Sundquist. His shot sails wide. At the right wing half wall, shipped out to center. Lamphere had it momentarily. Lamphere is going to regain control near the left wing half wall. Lamphere sets it up. Riley Versich, a shot and a save. Versich got that cross ice pass in the right circle. Got the wrister off, but a nice save by Austin Anik.
Yeah, great job by Jamin there, kind of following a little bit and got it over to Riley. Riley put the shot right on goaltender Anik and made a great save there.
Face off to the left of Anik. Lamphere on the draw with Trombley. At the right wing half wall, Sundquist will pick it up, tries to clear, kept alive by Kearney, and he'll fire it back down in behind the Raider net. Nice hard check on Carlson from Lamphere. Out to center is Trombley. Here's Trombley, tries to split the D, and he centers it through the crease, no one home. Riley Versich tied up at the right wing half wall. Kearney's there as well. Right point, wrist shot, sails high from Trebojevic. Sundquist to Carlson behind the net. Carlson behind the Blue Jacket net. He's going to leave it now for Lance. Lance, left corner. Here's Lance. He'll just cycle it down into the left corner. Carlson takes a big hit from Kearney. Blue Jackets still can't clear it. And the Raiders come away with it. In the left corner, it's Lawson. Left point, Sundquist. Shots tipped by Carlson at the left circle. And in trying to clear it, went up into the Greenway bench. 9:44 to go, period 2. It's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Shots on goal, 9-5. Lee will take the draw to the left to Kriske. Won by Lance. Shot gets through from the right point. Nice wrister from Chaperdia. Nice save by Kriske with the pad. In the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Trying to work it around is Sanborn. Big check from Sepala. And another shot and another save by Kriske. Shot from the left point by Jensen's block. Sepala with the puck. Works it up far wall. Madsen to DeBoom. Right wing pass. He's out to center. He'll bring it across the blue line. Sets it up for Lee. Top of the right circle. A shot and a glove save by Anik. Face off to the left of Anik with 9:07 to go in period 2. Blue Jackets with a 1-0 lead. DeBoom on the draw with Lance. Tied up in the circle. Lee comes away with it. Lee, cross ice pass, saw Knipes. They just couldn't connect. Madsen in behind the net. He'll battle with Lance. Lance comes away with it. Lance out to center. And a big hit. Knipes just took out Lawson. That'll be interference. He didn't have the puck. That'll be a rough. It'll come at 8:11. Power play number 2 coming up. He put a big hit on him. First power play resulted in no shots on goal for Greenway. That was a nice hit by Knipes. Problem was, Lawson didn't have the puck. It was already beyond him.
Yeah.
Blue Jackets perfect on the penalty kill this year. 12 they've killed off. Lance, left wing half wall. Lance gets it right back. And now cleared. No, Chaperdia kept it in the left point. It's going to come to Kearney, who just fires it all the way down the ice. Minute 35 to go in the power play. Thrown to the Blue Jacket blue line to Lawson. Hands it off to Trombley. Trombley ridden off the play. He'll regain control in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Takes a big hit from Kearney. And cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Minute 12 to go in the power play. Out to center. Intercepted. Carried across by Sepala. Sepala just bangs it over on the left side. To Boom with it. Sends it all the way back down to Nick Bursich at the Blue Jacket blue line. To Lee. Back over to Nick Bursich. And then Bursich fires it down the ice. 49 seconds to go. Pretty impressive penalty kill here tonight. Right wing pass to Lance. He'll bring it across the blue line. Lance tries to work it in, gets a shot off, and a save by Kriske and cleared by the Blue Jackets lead. 30 seconds and counting on that power play. 7:15 to go period 2. Blue Jackets lead 1-0. Sundquist brings it across. Sundquist sets it up now for Lance, right corner. He'll spin around with 14 seconds to go in the power play. Taken away by Sandborn and flipped out to center. De Boom gives chase. De Boom's going to cut in. Nope, he's going to slow it down in the left corner. Here's De Boom, tries to head towards the net. It's knocked off his stick. 2 power plays, 1 shot for Greenway here as Carlson brings it in offside.
Yeah, another great penalty kill for the Blue Jackets here. Just give it along the 1 shot in that power play opportunity for the Raiders. Shut them down pretty good here tonight. So far.
1-0 Blue Jacket lead, 6:43 to go, period 2. The goal came from Tristan Birdsall, his second of the year. Lamphere on the draw with Zulke. Pushed out to neutral by the Blue Jacket. Flipped down into the right corner. Now at the left wing half wall, Lamphere battles with Potter. Into the right corner, Trebojevic tries to work it up. And the Blue Jackets dump it right on net from center. Puck loose left circle. Now out to center. And taken out of the play effectively by a couple of Blue Jacket defenders. At center, Jensen. Tried to work it to Trombley. Left wing half wall, Blue Jacket zone. Zulke was there. And here come the Blue Jackets. Riley Bursich on a break, comes in, shot. Went 5-hole and a nice save by Enid. Trombley now. Headed back the other way, 2-on-2. Gets it to Zulke, left circle, shot, big right pad save. Loose puck, Carlson takes a bang and got the rebound and another save. Shot put on, blocker save by Kriske. Maybe on the Blue Jacket net. With the puck now is Zulke. Into the right corner, Carlson. Zulke trying to dig a loose is Trombley. Trombley tied up by Kearney. 5:14 to go, period 2. It's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Kearney and Trombley battle. In behind the net, now into the left wing half wall, where Carlson puts it into the left corner. Wired around, trying to clear, unable to do so. Sundquist, right point, sets it up. Chaperdia tried to work it over to the right circle, and it was knocked out to center by Riley Bursich. There's Nick Bursich with the puck. Long pass to center. Patrick Nani couldn't control it. Here's Trombley carried in offside. 4:39 to go. Period 2. It's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead.
Boy, that goal for that goal from we got early in the game from
Birdsall.
Birdsall is looming huge right now. You're done.
He happened to be right there where he needed to be and banged it on home. Icing coming up, Blue Jackets. And now we just lost the clock.
Oops. I don't know if anybody...
there we go.
Oh, just wire was loose. Good thing about that is the clock stays where it's at
Right, when it comes
when
undone.
it comes back on.
There's a shot put on by Lance and a save by Kriske. Lee trying to work it up to Birdsall, and again, all the way down the ice for an icing. Shots evening up, 12-11.
Yeah, the Raiders have had some chances here in the last couple minutes. Blue Jackets still playing pretty solid defensively, but the Raiders have gotten more chances here in this period.
Face off to the right of Kriske. Seppala tried to get it to Birdsall. Sundquist kept it alive at the right point. Or excuse me, the left point, now near the right point. Lee had it momentarily and carried right back in by the Raiders. Nice back check by the Boom. Left wing pass to Lee. Lee had it knocked off his stick as soon as he got in the zone from Sundquist. Lance, that pass is head high, trying to get Johnson breaking down the slot. Steele, left point. His shot's deflected by Sandborn. Sandborn takes a big hit from Steele. And now Steele and Seppala going at it along the boards. There's a shot and a glove save. And then a little extra whack at the glove hand by Ben Steele after Kriske gloved it. Should prove to be an interesting third period coming up.
Yeah, it could be. The intensity seemed to be picking up here in the last minute or so here. For sure, a little extra backhand there by Steele after the play there was done with.
Comes out near the blue line. Jensen's shot trickles and bounces. Cleared away and by Kneipton in the left corner. Now Nick Versich with it. Zipped around the boards of the right wing half wall. It's going to be grabbed by Rienin, seeing his first action here. Fired down in to waive any icing. Rienin goes in to the boards along with Patrick Nani, and there's a big hit by Belic as he just flattens Jensen into the right corner. Patrick Nani tried to dig it loose at the half wall on the left side. Rienin tied up. Lee trying to dig it loose. Coming away with that puck is Potter. Whipped out to center. Nick Versich with it. Dumps it back in with 2:33 to go in the period. 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Lee, left corner. Lee, left point. Sets it up. Kabina's shot blocked. As down on the ice was Madsen. Here's Lee. Sets it back up. Kabina. Cross ice to Nick Versich. He'll push it deep. Madsen to DeBoom. DeBoom near the left corner. Circle spin. He goes down. Penalty coming up. Blue Jackets going on a power play. Zulke's going to go off for a trip right now. This will come at the 15-minute mark. Power play number 2 coming up for the Blue Jackets. They're going to call him for a slash, not a trip.
Unbalancing the Raiders, number 21, May Zulke. 2-minute minor for slashing. Zulke for slashing. Travel penalty, 15 minutes.
Let's see what the Blue Jackets can do here in their second power play. Here's Lee. Works it over to DeBoom, left circle. Centering pass in front. Versich's shot. And Nick's shot sails wide. He had all day to try to set that up. Out to Lee. Lee throws it towards the net. It's going to come out over near the left wing half wall, where DeBoom's tied up by Chaperdia. DeBoom works it to Riley Versich. Back out to the left point. Lee, right point Madsen. Back to Lee up top, and he threw it out. Blue Jackets got to go back and regroup at 1:22 to go in the power play. Lee with the puck, cross ice pass to Madsen on the left wing. Madsen stops at the half wall. Up top, Lee back to Madsen, left circle. Comes in, shot, save, trickles to goal! Riley Versich buries the rebound. Yeah, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, great shot set up for DeBoom there, and Riley just buries that home. Saw that loose puck laying there and heads up play, jams it, gets in there and jams it home.
Power play goal 15:54. Time of the goal, and for Riley, that's his first of the year. He saw it trickling towards the goal line and reached in and banged it home. Two to nothing, Blue Jackets. Here's Lamphere. Lamphere out to center. Back out to center, pushed into the Blue Jacket zone. Centering pass, and it's bouncing around and finally cleared away as they tried to work it into Trombley. Sundquist, left point, wrist shots blocked. Left circle, cleared away to the left wing half wall. Birdsall fires it down the ice, icing Blue Jackets 20 seconds to go in the period. How big is that goal there?
Yeah, very huge goal. Just shows a lot of hard work there between those two. That line out there on that power play, and Zach DeBoom setting it up for Riley to getting a chance to get into that opportunity and puts it home.
Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Left corner of the Blue Jacket zone, dug out by Lawson. Centering pass intercepted by DeBoom. DeBoom carries it in behind the Blue Jacket net. Interference. Nick Bursich is going to go to the sin bin. Right when you don't need one of those, and you get a penalty. Ten seconds of a power play before the period ends. Face-off's going to be to the left of Kriske. Madsen, Kearney, DeBoom, and Lee out on the penalty kill. Lance will take the draw with DeBoom to the left of Kriske, tied up in the circle, and the Blue Jackets control it. Lee is just going to tie it up along the end board, push it even deeper near the right corner, and that'll do it. After 2 periods to play, the Blue Jackets find themselves on top by a score of 2-0. We'll be back with our second intermission coming up. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFD. After 2 periods of play, the Blue Jackets find themselves on top of Greenway by a score of 2-0. And it was another good period for both squads, Randy. And fortunately, the Blue Jackets were able to get a power play goal.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets got that power play goal, and that was a huge goal for the Blue Jackets. They needed that just for that extra cushion here going into our third period of play.
Why don't you run down our stats from period number 2?
Well, in that period, the Blue Jackets had the only goal again, this time on a power play. A goal coming from Riley Versich after a nice setup from Zach DeBoom, who put that shot into the goaltender, and Nick let it go by him, and it was behind him, and Riley Versich saw it there and jumped on the loose puck and pounded it home, and that was a power play goal coming at 15:54, and that was Riley's first goal of the season. And then in that period for the penalties, 2 minor penalties assessed to the Raiders for a total of 4 minutes, one 2-minute minor for hooking, the other 2-minute minor for a slash. Blue Jackets took 2 penalties in that period as well for a total of 4 minutes, 1 for rough and 1 for interference. And then goaltender saves in that period for Austin Enoch of the Raiders. He had 10 saves for a 2-period total of 13. And Kriske, didn't get his totals in that second period.
Well, either way, 2-0 Blue Jacket lead. Greenway's going to have 1:50 of a power play, though, to open the third period up. Blue Jackets going to have to kill that. Boy, if Greenway can somehow get on board in that power play, Randy, that's really going to give them some momentum beginning of this third period.
Yeah, they certainly, the Raiders, they need to get a goal on this power play to give them some momentum in this third period. Otherwise, it might be a tough night here for the Raiders again.
Taking a look at some of the scores going on, some of the teams around the area. Duluth Marshall big over St. Francis, 9-0 with 11:23 to go in the game down at Mars Lakeview Arena in Duluth. Duluth East and Lakeville North all knotted up at 2-2 with 9:01 to go in the third. Seeing if there's any others. Denfeld and Virginia, no score being reported. Evelyn Gilbert, Ely, no score being reported. Crookston now has a 2-0 lead over Superior at Westman Arena after 2 periods of play. And East Grand Forks and Crookston after 2 in East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks with a 3-1 victory over Crookston. Crookston will see them Friday, and in East Grand Forks we'll see them next month. And that's it for scores being reported as far as any of our local squads go. And I'm seeing no score being reported yet from the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids, where the girls hockey squad's in action against the Lightning of Grand Rapids Greenway. Boys basketball, they're back in action on Friday. They'll host Chisago Lakes. Meanwhile, girls basketball's in action Thursday as they make the trip to Proctor. Take another break, come back with third period action after 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our score: Hibbing Chisholm 2, Greenway nothing. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. Scrambling for a game. We were, Virginia and Greenway were, as Bismarck, North Dakota was actually going to come and participate in the George Perpich tournament. And they were unable to do so at the last minute. So basically you had no one really left to put on your schedule. So thus the third game with Virginia.
Right, yeah, it always makes it tough when you think you got a game scheduled and it's going to work out for you, and then you get a late change like that. So it's too bad that Bismarck wasn't able to make it. Hopefully maybe next year they can make the commitment next year.
17 minutes left to go. Both squads back out on the ice. Blue Jackets will start this on the penalty kill for 1 minute and 50 seconds. Blue Jackets will be moving right to left out on the penalty kill. It's going to be Carney, DeBoom, Lee, and Sanborn. And here we go. We're about ready for third period action. And we're about ready to get this one underway. 2-0 Blue Jackets after 2. Blue Jackets killing off a penalty for another minute 50. Face off now controlled by Lee. Backhanded down into the Raiders zone. And we got a whistle. Minute 43 and yet to go in that Greenway power play. On the draw, Trombley And DeBoom. DeBoom pushes into the right corner of the Raiders zone. Behind the net, Chaperdia. Chaperdia to Lance. Lance headman pass, a little bit too far for Trombley. Out to center is Lee. He'll bank it off the right wing boards into the Raiders zone. Lance working down the right wing. Lance stops near the half wall. Right point, Chaperdia. Sets it up for Trombley. Here's Trombley, top of the right circle, down low to... Tried to work it around. That was Lawson. Now Trombley back up high. Sets it up, left point, slap shot coming from Sundquist, top of the left circle, and a nice save. And then the Blue Jackets now clear it down the ice. 54 seconds to go in that power play for Greenway. At center is Lawson. Brings it across on the left wing to the left circle. Stick handles by the D into the right corner. Right circle. Shot and a goal. Grant Trombley up under the crossbar. Power play goal. And for Trombley, that's his 11th. Or no, excuse me, his 5th.
Scored down assistant power play goal from the Raiders, number 13, Grant Trombley.
So Trombley gets the goal, his 5th of the year. It's a power play goal. And now, how big is that Riley Versich goal? Dump down in, left corner. Rhiannon. Trying to dig it loose. Got knocked off the play. Rhiannon with it in the left corner. Goes down again. Battling with Trebojevic. And behind the net is Lance. Gets it out to Steele. Here's Steele. Sets it up for a blast from the high slot by Sundquist. It sails wide. He was wide open all by himself.
Wow, he got separation there.
14:55 to go in the contest. 2-1 Blue Jackets. In the right corner, sets it up for Trebojevic. Right point, throws down net. Big right pad save by Kriske. Lance out near the left point. He's going to cycle it down low. In behind the net, Lawson. Centering pass. Blue Jackets poke it out to neutral. Taking a whack at it was Lance. He'll gather it in his own zone. Lance now out to center, into the Blue Jacket zone. Stick handling. Trying to work around. He takes the check from Kubina. And it's going to be fired down the ice, icing on the Blue Jackets with 14:11 to go. It's a 2-1 Blue Jacket lead. Shots all knotted up at 14. Lamphere on the draw to the left of Kriske. Clearing the ice. Try this again. Into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Here come the Blue Jackets with it. Nick Versich. Try to get it a headman pass to Riley. Knocked off his stick at the Raider blue line. Here's Rala. And he puts a big hit on Lamphere. Shot put on by Carlson. Save Kriske. Left point wrist shot. Knocked down. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. 13:39 to go. It's a 2-1 Blue Jacket lead. Face off to the left of Kriske once again. Sanborn with it. Tried to avoid the check from Johnson. Lee to DeBoom. Here comes DeBoom. Zach, high slot, shot sails over the top of the net. And behind the net, DeBoom pushes it in the left corner. Giving chase is DeBoom again. Chasing Trebojevic. That's actually Chaperdia. Now working down the left wing. Jumping it down in are the Raiders. It was Johnson. It's at the right wing half wall. Lee has the puck. Lee, cross-ice pass on the right side to Madsen. Madsen sets it up. Kearney comes in. Hook. We got a penalty coming up. Jensen's going to go off for the hook. And the Blue Jackets are going on a power play. Two to 1 Blue Jackets. This will come at 4:04, time of the penalty. Blue Jacket girls lose tonight over in Grand Rapids. At Grand Rapids Greenway 4-2. Empty netter late in that game for the Lightning. They'll have a tough one coming up on Thursday against Moose Lake. Big second matchup. There's a shot put on from the right circle by Madsen and a save by Annie. Left circle, shot, glove save. Steal, that was actually Trombley on the shot. Glove saved by Kriske. We'll have a face-off to the right of Kriske with 1:42 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. Trombley wins the draw. Out to center with it. Nick Bursich rolls off his sticks. Got to go back in the defensive zone to pick it up. They'll give it to Lee. Lee spins. And Lee's working up the right wing. Here's Lee. Stick handles in. Tries to get by the G. And hits the pipe. He just took a poke at it and it hit the pipe. And now there's Riley Bursich, no call.
He got one. He got a gift there.
Yeah, he did. I'm surprised he's not going off for that. That could have been a trip or a hold, either one. Cleared out to the Blue Jacket blue line. Gathered in by Lee with 56 seconds to go in the power play. There's Lee. Lee comes in, goes in, shot. And that kind of rolled off his stick and through the crease. DeBoom pushes it back out as he's falling.
Players all over the place now.
And we have an injured player on the ice. That's Dylan Sundquist. There were bodies banging every which way.
Lots of hitting in that series there.
11:40 to go in the contest. 44 seconds to go yet in this Blue Jacket power play. And the Blue Jackets have a 2-1 lead. Dylan Sundquist, one of the many seniors on this squad.
Grant is not very happy here.
This is a
That one.
very senior-driven squad. 13 seniors on this Greenway team.
Yeah, lots of seniors there, for sure, on this Greenway team.
They're still attending to Dylan Sundquist. He's to the left of the Greenway goal. There were just so many people that just were crashing into the net. I never saw him go down until we had the whistle and he was on the ice.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was looking to the left side of the net here on our vantage point, and there was some banging going on, and kind of watching play, and Sundquist end up on the ice, and I saw the whistle here.
Looks like they're hard to tell, but it kind of looks like she might be looking at his knee.
Looks like
And now he's going to get up to at least sitting up. And he's up. He's going to get some help skating off. from a couple of his teammates. And they're going to take him right down to the training room.
Looks like he's able to walk on it down the stairs here.
He's going to walk on him, so that's a good thing. That's a good sign. Here we go, face off now to the right of Anik. 44 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play and another whistle. Trebojevic had his stick up in the skates of Nick Brusich. That's why the whistle. They were really going at it. Trebojevic in behind the net. Left wing half wall steal. Clears it down the ice. Krisky banks it off the end boards. Gets it to Lee in the right corner. Here's the boom. Sets it up. Madsen shots deflected.
We got to get something. We got to get a whistle here.
We need, because of the stick that got knocked out of Krisky's hands. Now he's finally going to go pick it up. Cross ice. Back up top to Lee. 7 seconds. The boom out! Go! Up under the crossbar over the glove. And Zach finally back on board with his third of the year. And it's a power play goal. It'll come at 5:59. Knew he was going to get one eventually.
Yeah, eventually he was going to get it going again, and huge goal here for Zach.
And a penalty coming up on Brusich as he went to knock the puck away, and he took the Lawson down. That's a fourth power play coming up. 5:55 or 5:05, excuse me, time of the penalty. Actually 6:05. I can't count tonight. 6:05 time of the penalty. And the Blue Jackets back on the penalty kill. 1 for 3 Greenway tonight on the power play. Right circle. They'll set it up, top of the left circle. The shot deflected. Along the end boards. Carney battles. Carney battling. Lands with it. And now cleared down the ice by DeBoom. Minute and a half to go on the Greenway power play. 10:22 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. At center is Trombley. He's got the lone goal. Trombley comes in. Shot blocked. Rolls into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Sepala battles out to the left point. Sets it up now for Jensen. Taken away by Sepala. Cleared it around. Kept alive at the right point by Chaperdia. And Chaperdia holding Lee, no call. And here's Lee battling off 2 Raiders. Lee at the left wing half wall in the Raider zone. Pushes it all the way back out. And the Blue Jackets backpedal, and then Sepala fires it down the ice. 47 seconds to go in the Greenway power play. 9:39 to go in the game. 3-1 Blue Jackets. And turned over, and Madsen gets tripped, and Chaperdia is going to go off, and it's 4-on-4 hockey. .7:31 is the time of the Chaperdia trip. Faceoffs can be to the right of Anik. Madsen tried to carry it behind the net. And the net came off its mooring.
Time penalty 7:31.
So about 4-on-4 hockey for 27 more seconds, and the Blue Jackets will have just under a minute and a half of a power play. Face-off going to be to the left. The Greenway goaltender. Face-off's going to be controlled by Zulke, and he fires it down the ice on an icing. 22 seconds to go in the power play. Face-off tied up in the circle. Pushed out near the red or blue line. Nice back check by DeBoom. Gathered in by Jensen. He'll set it up to Trebojevic, who gets to the Blue Jacket blue line and dumps it deep. Carney in behind the net, battling with Johnson. Puck loose in between the circles. Blue Jackets now on a power play for 1:24. Trying to set up Nick Bursic with it, and back come the Raiders. Johnson with it. Johnson in the left corner. Takes a check from Lamphere. Carney sets it up for Lee. Lee avoids the check. Gets it out. Now at center it's Lamphere. Lamphere works it over to Boom. And he tried to center it back, it looked like, and it was knocked away, but DeBoom has it. DeBoom lays it for Lee, right point. Lee sets it up in front, and Nick Bursic gets the shot from between the circles that sails wide. 43 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket power play. It's DeBoom, top of the left circle. DeBoom tried to sneak it through traffic, knocked down in the left circle. Nick Bursic with it, half wall left side. Now out near the blue line, leaves it for Lee. Here's Lee, he's gonna cut down. Lee comes in, Lee centering pass. Oh, and on the back door was Riley Bursic, just couldn't pull the trigger. 22 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. Long pass to DeBoom at the blue line, cross ice, tipped away, kept alive right point. Madsen with the puck, back out to Jared Lee. Left circle, DeBoom right in front again. And trying to, that spin move again didn't work for Nick Bursic. He was taken out of the play this time. 3 seconds to go in the power play. It's going to come out near the right point. Madsen's going to hold it. Penalty kill successful for Greenway. Here comes Riley Bursic. Go! Skates it off the right wall. Stick handles and puts it top shelf. It's 4-1. Second goal of the night for Riley Bursic. And the Blue Jackets at 9:39 extend the lead to 4-1.
Yeah, that was a move by Riley Bursic there from that corner. Nice stick handling move, and putting it right past the goaltender and Nick there, and nice move for his second one of the night.
7:19 to go. Dumped into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Now the left corner, turn it over to Lance. Here's Lance. Lance in behind the Blue Jacket net, trying to wrap around. And now into the right corner, Knipes. And Trombley just got knocked off his skates by Knipes, and a wrist shot from the bottom of the left circle. Who got the assist on that?
I believe Madsen and Lee.
Okay, I couldn't hear.
I'm pretty sure it was Madsen and Lee.
It got a little loud in here.
Yeah, it did there.
Nice glove save, though, off the shot from the left circle of Lance. Kriske snatching it out of the air. 6:55 to go, face off to the right of Kriske. Left point, shot from Zulke, blocked in front, backhand put on, and another save by the Blue Jackets. Shots all even at 18, but the Blue Jackets lead where it counts, 4-1 on the scoreboard. Lee on the draw, comes back out to the blue line. Zulke's shot, and Kriske holds on. Face off once again to the right. Carlson on the draw. with Lamphere. Lamphere has it, left corner, zips it around to the right corner. Kearney gives chase. Bursich with it, tied up in the right corner. In behind the Blue Jacket net, Cabina. Long pass, tried to hit that pass to Birdsall. Missed it, icing. 6:24 to go. A 4-1 Blue Jacket lead. DeBoom on the draw with Trombley to the right of Christie. Blue Jackets control it. Knight to Lee on the left wing. He's out to center. He'll cut towards the center of the ice, brings it across. Shot, blocker save, up in the air, bouncing around. Into the left corner. Trombley avoids a Lee check. And giving chase is Knipes all the way back to the Blue Jacket blue line. He'll gather it in near the right wing half wall. Passed out to center. DeBoom to Madsen. Madsen across to the right circle. Shot, saved by the goaltender Henning. Out to center with the puck. It's Lance. Lance skates in, taken away by Lee. Bank back out to neutral, and now fired into the Blue Jacket zone by Finke. Tipped by Lee down into the Raiders zone. Henning will zip it around the boards to the right wing half wall. Petrignani's got it. Belich right circle, couldn't control it. Belich in behind the Raider net. 5:25 to go and counting. Backhanded pass is going to come all the way down as it split the D. Kriske will throw it out to neutral ice. Belich banks it up to Rieinen. And now with the puck was Trombley. Trombley got it to Zolke. Pushed down in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone with 5:05 to go in the period. Taken away at the left wing half wall. It's Raula. Shot put on. Saved by Kriske. Rieinen with the puck. Out to center. Patrignani pushes across the blue line. He'll give chase. He'll battle with Zolke into the right corner of the Raider zone. 4:45 to go. Blue Jackets up 4-1. Left wing half wall. Pinching down to keep it alive and help out was Sepala. But now here come the Raiders. It's Carlson working down the right wing. Carlson takes the shot, hits the side of the net, and the pipe and goes up and out of play. 4:32 to go. Face off to the left of Kriske. Carlson on the draw with Lamphere. Right wing half wall. Cleared around to the left wing half wall. Grabbed by Johnson. His centering pass is cleared to the far side. Bouncing around near the blue line. It's out to center. Riley Bursich with it. Lamphere backhands it down deep. Birdsall in behind the net. Here come Greenway. Long cross-ice pass. Tried to get it to Johnson. Being there first. Sanborn gets it out to center ice. Birdsall takes a check and is dumped back deep by the Raiders with 3:48 to go. Turnover. Zolke puts it down deep behind the net for Carlson. Carlson battling with Sepala. Here comes Birdsall. To Riley Bursich. He's got 2 goals tonight. Trickles down into the Raider zone. Line change Blue Jackets with 3.5 to go. Out to center, Lawson. He's going to get it to Lance. Here's Lance. Back to Lawson. Lawson spins at the half wall. He's going to dump it down in the right corner. Lance checked up off the play. Zolke, shots blocked by Lee. Zolke, shots blocked by Lee again. Here's Madsen to center. Madsen cuts in. Zolke took it away from him. Zolke clears it back out to center ice. Lance with it. Sets it up. Lawson. Come in. Trombley's shot sails wide from the left circle. 2:57 to go in the game. Here comes DeBoom. He has a goal tonight. Knocked off his stick. Nicely done by the Raider, Chaperdia. Here's Lawson, right circle. He's going to slow it down. Wanted to hand it off to Trombley, I think, but that ended up going behind the Blue Jacket net. Madsen will flip it down the ice. Icing on the Blue Jackets with 2:36 to go. It's a 4-1 Blue Jacket lead. Shots all tied at 20. Face off to the right of Kriske. Tied up in the circle momentarily. Backhanded down deep by Steele and beyond the Blue Jacket net. Nick Bursic pushes it to the left corner. Back in behind the net once again. Bursic battling for the puck. Right circle, trying to get a couple shots off was Potter. Bursic zips it around to the far corner. Nick Bursic gets it back. Now he's going to leave it for Knipes. Knipes will push it into the right corner where Riley Bursic has it. 2:02 to go in the game. Out to center. Lamphere on a nice back check by Potter to take him out of the play. Knocked down by Nick Bursic. He'll fire it in from center ice with 1:50 to go. Safe to say that the Blue Jackets will pick up win number 4 on the season unless something really bizarre happens in the next minute 40. Lee with the puck at the Blue Jacket blue line. And Johnson tried to take him out of the play. That didn't work. There's Lee with the puck. Lee, left corner of the Raiders zone. Knipes, left point, cross ice pass. Tried to work it over and offside. 1:18 to go. Blue Jackets will be 4-1 on the year. Greenway is going to pick up their first loss as the crowd makes the mad dash to the exits.
Yeah, off to start the cold cars. But some people have those automatic starters, so they probably don't have to start their car.
Yeah, I had one of those. I think his name was Julio.
Yeah. I wish I had
I know,
starter.
right? I used to have one back in the day in my old car. Those things are wonderful. 1:05 to go. From behind the Raider nets, Trombley. He has the only Raider goal. Trombley's just going to backhand it down in. Giving chase in behind the net with Seppala. Madsen will come away with it, bank it up. The right wing boards out to center. Fired in by Pinky. Seppala down in the left corner with 35 seconds to go. Trombley with the puck. Trombley had his pocket picked by DeBoom. Here comes DeBoom. Zach left circle. Zach sets it up in front. Trying to tip it in. Goal! Zach bangs it home at 16:40. He tried to send it over to Madsen, and it hit the goalie and came right back to him, so he just buries it. And that's Zach's second of the night, 4th of the year. And again, 16:40's time of the goal. Makes it a 5-1 ball game. 15 seconds to go. Here's Steele, cross ice with 9 seconds to go. Shots deflected into the left corner. I have no idea who got the assist.
Madsen.
Was it Matt? I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I'm sure it was just Dylan Madsen. I think it was just a single assist on that.
5-1 Blue Jackets get the victory. And they now improve to 4-1 on the year. Greenway drops from the ranks of the unbeaten as they pick up their first loss of the year, 6-1. Post-game shows coming up next is Blue Jacket Hockey. And it's right here on 106.3 WMFG.